Okay, we are live on YouTube now. We are live on YouTube, sir. We can start now. Disha, you can start with the proceedings.
Okay, okay, sir. A very good evening to everyone present over here. Respected dignitaries, our honorable chief guest, sir, our guest of honor, Rear Admiral Anil Kumar Verma, sir, Sunit Mohanty, sir's father, Captain S.N. Mohanty, sir, his very close friend, Vaibhav, sir, Dr. Gautam Sutradhar, sir, Director NIT Jamshedpur, Dr. Rajiv Bhushan, sir, Professor in charge Alumni Relations, guests, participants, and all my dear friends. Before we start with the proceedings of the day, I would like to request my friend Tarun to share his screen as we have prepared a small tribute video for our late flight Lieutenant Sunit Mohanty sir, and the video is prepared by his friends with the help of his friends and batchmates. So I'll request Tarun to please share his screen, and I'll request everyone to mute their mics so that we can see the video.
Tarun, can you pause it? I think we are not. It's not audible. Can you share again with maybe sound option? Also, you are on mute.
Okay, just give me a second. I will stream it 1 second. Is it audible now?
No, Tarun.
One second, 1 second. Yeah, I got it.
Sunit was very inquisitive about the uh, knowing about the various things like aeroplane, various things like the even the small thing like the vehicle, motorcycle, or the scooter, and he used to ask me a lot of questions. And Papa, how is this? How is that? How big is this aeroplane?
The one thing that I always think of is I wish we could have seen where how our relationship would have turned out, because me and my brother were not very expressive all the time. It's not like we were close in the way that we had to talk to each other all the time, but definitely our relationship had evolved a lot from us fighting continuously to us trying to understand each other more. um, it had never been the same. Like, we didn't get to really share what was happening with us, and we were not really doing that via phone, and it was just something we did not do. But we're starting to open up more as we were growing older, and that's something I was getting really excited about, to finally reach that stage where we knew I'd get to know him better. But that's one thing that I feel I yeah, that's one thing that I think the most about since this happened. And yeah, I miss him. I wish I could have actually had the chance to know him better and have him know me better.
We had no problem in coaxing him to study, although we had to tell him to concentrate on the right thing at the right time. He was a little slow in doing everything while eating and food and in getting ready. But he was, whenever the punctuality was required, he was on time. He was ready before the required time given to him. For the school, he was always ready before the time.
We both used to fight with each other a lot, and the typical brother-sister relationship where I was the younger, more annoying, more like more naughty younger sister, and he was the more calmer, more intelligent, the elder, wiser brother. And of course, I was the one who used to annoy him more. We've even ended up injuring each other very seriously. One of the things that I remember and that is always with me from my childhood is like my finger got stuck between a door because he was chasing after me, and I have also injured him very badly at once. Like I think there was a glass piece that went through his legs because of me. So yeah, we were very naughty with each other and we used to really annoy our parents because we used to fight so much for very small things.
He was a great quizzer, and he used to like a lot of quizzing. He always wins the college competition. That's very normal for us. Everybody knows that Sunit is the is the best quizzer in the college, and he used to travel for a lot of these kind of competition, which is outside of the college, and had a lot of trophies, and winning was his habit, kind of an habit, because in quizzing nobody can beat him. So that was something which we know a lot, which tell us a lot about him.
Being a pilot, being in the Air Force is something he knew that he wanted to do from a very early age, and that's something rare, I feel. And another thing that I was in awe of about him, because he knew from a very early stage that that's what he wanted to do. It clearly showed in his hobbies, clearly showed in his passion for reading such, getting to know aircraft related information, reading a lot of these magazines, watching a lot of those aircraft war movies. And yeah, he always wanted to do that, but he did not get to do it the very first time that after school, my parents wanted him to go for engineering and go for a safer option to have a degree. And he also applied for the NDA, but he chose to go for the engineering degree first. And I don't think he was totally happy about it, because he would have rather gone for the NDA. And when he finally did, and he, did what he wanted to do without caring, without listening about what others are saying, I was very happy that he did it, because he was truly happy. Like that is what he wanted, and he was truly happy after having achieved that.
A thorough professional and a true gentleman he was. People who have known him look up to him even when he's not around. We had the same flight instructor in our rookie days. We depended on each other for not just our sortie preparations, but also numerous duties which kept us in the faculty till late hours. Always ready with preparations for exam or the sortie he was planned for. I could manage to sleep through the night knowing that his revisions in the morning will be my preparations. God, he loved to eat and eat voraciously. Don't go by his figure, that was God gifted. Even our fellow lady officers have envied his waistline. But don't let that fool you on his abilities to eat and eat till hours.
उनका चेहरे पर अब कभी नहीं मैंने देखा कि उनके चेहरे पर गुस्सा है। उन्होंने हमेशा हर चीज का जवाब सोच समझ के एकदम शांत से और हंस के देते थे। हमेशा उनके चेहरे पर यह था कि कुछ ना कुछ सोचते थे, कुछ ना कुछ नए करने की उनके सोच में हमेशा था। कभी मैंने उनके चेहरे पर गुस्सा नहीं देखा।
As a flight cadet during training, we never saw him getting punished for anything, because probably he knew everything possible. Thanks to his great grasping power, he would grasp everything pretty fast, good in flying, could execute all the maneuvers well. Yes, it did make all of us jealous, because we would be rolling around on the tarmac and he would be sitting comfortably practicing for his next OT.
As a friend, he is always there. So whenever I call him, or whenever anyone call him as a friend to look for something, certain things, so he's there.
Hope they have airplanes in heaven for you, and we shall meet another day, and we shall finish off that bottle of Black Label as just like the way you liked it and we always used to do. Cheers.
He was there for my farewell. He was there for my marriage. I keep looking back through all the photos and videos I have of him. He's inseparable. He's always a part of the fond memories that I have. I went back to my hometown, where one day this news starts floating around the group of the aircraft missing. When I came to know of the crew, my heart sank. I was numb and hoping for a miracle.
Today, even today, I miss him. How I just want to say one thing, that wherever you are, my friend, I hope you are having a good time, as I know you will be having a good time. We miss you, and we
How you would have grown older. Um, I'm happy that you got to do what you wanted to do. I think that's the one thing that I feel like you did whatever you wanted to do in life. And even though you went away too early, I still hope you were happy with what position you were in life. And I hope whatever short life you had, you were happy. Yeah.
Thank you, Tarun. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, Disha.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Tarun. Moving ahead. Today, we all have gathered here on this auspicious evening to celebrate the legacy of a man who lived and died for his nation, a man who showed that no matter what the situation is, one should always fight and live for his dreams. A man whose personality has inspired and continues to inspire a people around him. A man whose greater determination was shaken through none. A pilot, a fallen hero, and a gem of personality. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have gathered here to celebrate and commemorate the legacy of our airman, late Flight Lieutenant Sunil Mohanty sir, who was who was martyred on 3rd of June 2019 when his AN-32 aircraft was crashed near Puri Hills in Arunachal Pradesh. Flight Lieutenant Sunil Mohanty sir was an exceptional personality and a true gentleman. He was the alumnus of our own institute, and he was and continues to be an inspiration for all of us. Flight Lieutenant Sunil Mohanty sir was an exceptional cruiser, one of the best pilots of anti-jump Jaipur. In his time that he spent here, he was a regional champion.
Disha,
Knowledge, yes sir.
your voice is not clear. Can you check it once?
Not
Because
audible.
no, it's
Okay.
audible. It's not clear. It's cracking.
Okay, sir, just give me a second.
Yeah, now it's clear. Now it's clear.
Sir, now it's clear?
Yes.
Sir, now clear?
Yes.
Sir, now it's clear? Okay.
Okay, may I continue?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sorry for the technical glitch. So that was not the new thing for all of us, that in his time that he spent in the college, he was the regional champion. His knowledge and hunger for the quizzing was the reason that we came up with the idea for Monty Quiz, a tribute to the hero and an amazing quizzer. Monty Quiz was started with the objective of spreading Sunit Sir greatness. After 4 really successful
Disha, you're on mute.
I can proudly say that we are even bigger and better in terms of prize money, participation, and all the hustle and bustle. With this time, we have 1500 plus registrations. Let me repeat, we have 1500 plus registrations for Monty Quiz 5.0. And Monty Quiz 5.0 has already broken all its previous records. After 2 rounds of prelims, we have selected 9 teams to compete for the prize money of 75,000. With this, I, Disha Tiwari, your host of the day, would like to start the evening by welcoming and thanking you. Thanking you all for being present here and thanking those without whom the event wouldn't have been possible. The event wouldn't have been possible by the efforts and the hard work of the volunteers of Team Alumni Relations and Team Qunite, the official quizzing club of NIT Jamshedpur. With this, I would like to start with today's proceedings. First of all, I would like to call upon someone who is not only the great personality, but also the person whose love for nation has no bounds. This event has already become more fortunate as the father of late Flight Lieutenant Sunit Mohanty sir, Captain S.N. Mohanty sir, is here with us. I will request Group Captain and father of S.N. Mohanty and the father of Sunit Mohanty sir, Captain S.N. Mohanty sir, to come forward and say a few words. Sir, please unmute your mic.
Thank you, Disha, for the nice words, kind words about me. At the outset, let me introduce myself. I am Group Captain S.N. Mohanty, retired from the Indian Air Force way back in 2009. And then I joined the Civil Airlines, the captain with airlines like Kingfisher, SpiceJet, Jet Airways, and again now in SpiceJet. I must start this small talk of mine with with introduction that is thanking all the participants here. To start with, my sincere thanks to all the organizers of this event, Monty Quiz 5.0. And for that, the great support given by the director NIT, Dr. Gautam Sutradhar. Thank you very much, sir, for the kind support to the team for organizing this event. Dr. Rajiv Bhushan, who's in professor in charge of the alumni and the Qunite, and of course the quiz master of this event, Major Nair. I'm really grateful to Major Nair that this is the 4th time that he is conducting this quiz as the quiz master, and we couldn't have been more fortunate otherwise without him. He being a ex-defense officer and a doctor, and he knows the problems of defense forces, and he's the most suitable person to conduct this quiz. So sincere thanks to Major Nair, who is again the quiz master this time. Sincere thanks to Tarun, Avantika, and Adisa, and all the participants of this multi-quiz for taking a lot of time out and taking so much of trouble to make this event successful. To start with about Sunit, Sunit was born on 7th of November 1990 at Chennai. That is when I was posted at Chennai. He was born at Military Hospital, Madras that time. And then he grew up when that is the time we got lucky to be posted to the Staff College to do the prestigious Defense Services Staff College. And after that, I was posted to Agra. And that is where he started his, I must tell you a word here. While we were doing the Staff College, he was selected for the best, the healthiest baby competition under 1 year category. And he was given the prize, the prize of Little Prince by no less than Mrs. Manekshaw, the then the retired Field Marshal of the Indian Army. That was the beginning of the various laurels and various prizes that he won in his career. And I think that was the lucky beginning for us also to have joined the prestigious staff course when you were just about less than 1 year old. After that, he went to Chandigarh. That's where he started his schooling. And as it was brought out in the small video, that he was so keen to start his school that the moment you asked him, will you like to go to school? He was just about 2.5 years old. He was very positive. He said, yes, he wants to go to school. And he used to be ready well before the school bus used to come. After that, we got posted to Chandigarh. That's where he continued to study, initially in a convent school. And then we went to Sulur, that is Air Force Station Sulur at Coimbatore. And he changed over to the Kendriya Vidyalaya. From there, he went to Kota, Rajasthan, where he wanted to prepare for the entrance examination to IIT. And that is also a place where he did his 11th and 12th class. But somehow, during this time, in fact, during the entire duration when I was posted at Chandigarh, I was flying the IL-76, and he was hearing the loud roaring noise of the IL-76 taking off as our houses were very close to the runway. And that was the time he was getting motivated. And by seeing this aircraft, by seeing the Air Force environment, and he wanted to join the Indian Army or the Indian Air Force or the Navy somehow or other. He was so motivated that during this coaching at Kota, he was getting ready for preparing for the NDA entrance examination. And after the coaching was over, when he completed his 12th class, he cleared his NDA entrance as well. However, somehow we motivated him to continue his studies and do his BTech. And that is how he joined NIT Jamshedpur. He completed his BTech. But during the BTech, he was again hell-bent on joining the defense forces. On his own interest, he got selected in the Air Force entrance examination through the FCAT, that is for the Short Service Commission, and also through the CDS, that is Combined Defense Service Entrance Examination, conducted by the UPSC, on his own capability and without telling us. And then when the medical came, he got selected in both. So the medical test came, that is the time he told us. And he came to Delhi, he appeared for this medical for both, that is APCAT as well as CDS, differently, two medicals, both he cleared. And at the Air Force Selection Board, again, both times he cleared that. And I must tell you here that he was so determined. He worked so hard that he was number one in the overall order of merit in the CDS entrance examination, in the overall countrywide merit list. So that was the turning point for us to agree that yes, he should join the he should continue with his intention to join the defense forces, and you could not stop him. And then that is how he joined the Indian Air Force. And after doing his training, he was flying the fighter trainers for some time, that is the Hawks. And thereafter, in the second, towards the later part, just before the commissioning, he had some medical problem, because of which he was reflighted to transport stream, and he flew the N-32s, and then he was posted to Jorhat. And unfortunately, this incident happened after about 2 or 3 years of stay at Jorhat. That is on 3rd June 2019, when he was launched for a operational mission to the border area, towards a Chinese border, to a place called Machuka, and en route this accident took place. Of course, we could find the debris after almost about 10 to 11 days search because of the dense jungle and the heavy rain and the bad weather. And as coincidence would have been, on 21st June, this incident happened on 3rd June, and we could get the body here at Delhi only on 21st of June. And that is the date he had got commissioned 5 years back. That is in 2014, 21st June 2014, he had got commissioned. And next year he was supposed to get his squadron rank. So obviously that changed our lifestyle, that changed our life altogether. And today we are here with, we're such a state that we can never get back to normal. Although we always think that he's with us and he's watching us, he's watching all these events. So every year, as one of his friends suggested, he was so good in Monty quiz. He was also good in photography, philately. But Monty quiz was the one in which he was getting a lot of prizes when he was in NIT Jamshedpur. And in his honor, the friend suggested that we have this Monty quiz, and that is how we started in 2019, November, around his birthday, and it's continuing. And I'm glad that this year we are holding this function, Monty quiz 5.0, today. So thank you everyone for organizing this. Thank you for your valuable time that you have spared. And as I have always said, that we will do our best to continue with tradition. Thank you once again. And I congratulate the participants, all those who have come to the states to take part in the final part of the summer quiz. And I wish them all the best. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. But I'd like to mention that personalities like Sunit sir never actually leave our side. They are eternal through their stories, teachings, and personality. Sunit sir has inspired our generation and will continue to inspire our generations. Once again, thank you so much, sir, for doing very well words. Now, moving ahead, I would like to request Vaibhav sir, a very close friend of Sunit sir, to please unmute his mic and say a few words. Vaibhav sir.
Hello. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first of all, I want to thank Admiral A.K. Verma sir to again accepting our invitation for being a chief guest. So thank you so much, sir. You coming here, making this event very very special. Not only for the participant, but also for the college and for the entire India, because this is being watched by entire India, all the quizzes. So would like to hear you today as well, and we'll see that people will get inspired by your words. So thank you so much, sir. I would like to thank Director sir and Rajiv sir to be joining and supporting uh, for this quiz, for making this happen fifth time. And I think this is your continuous support that we are able to do this quiz and very smoothly, very gently we can do, and we get in permissions by all the permissions which we required, and you are there to be a backbone of this event. Want to thanks Uncle because he's the one who's sponsoring this quiz, and he's taking a lot of he has gone under a lot of pain, and now he want to keep Sunit's name in memory and want to continue. So Uncle, what we can do is we can continue this for years, and we will continue this because we want to make his name to be generational, to know that who he was, who he is in our heart. So thank you so much for bringing all the all the energy and being there with us and making this quiz as a successful one. I would like to thank Major. He is there. I think it is a fourth time. I think as Uncle mentioned that he's there, and every time whenever there is one section for the Sunits. So every time whenever I discuss with Major while before quiz, so we have this section of the interest area of Sunit, and this is kind of a very good discussion which me and Major does have, and I think. This is one of the interesting part of the quiz as well, because his interest area should be known to everyone, and we bring this special section that people will remember. I would like to thank the organizing committee. I think really, really good work, guys, and all the very best. I know we will complete this quiz as on the highest level, and would like to special thanks Tarun, Rishabh, Avantika, Sute, and Disha for bringing this, the incredible quiz which is happening, and bringing, I think, the 500 plus team, 1500 plus participant we have this time. I think last time we have 900 plus something, so it was 300 plus teams, but this time it's 500 plus teams. So I would like you to give yourself a round of applause, for making this quiz, bringing to the newer heights. Just want to say two things, for Sunit, because whenever he was there with us in the college time and after college as well, so we have met couple of times, but in the college, like, we used to do a lot of these sessions in the night where we used to talk about a lot of interesting stuff about being at a world war, being at a bringing out the goodness in each other. So I know sometimes he used to and as I mentioned in the video as well, that he's the one who helps a lot. So there is a one very good saying that he always used to say that good people always help others, and this is what I think which is carrying with us today as well, that we are doing for others, and we want to continue this quiz in his name, because we want to continue his legacy, his good work, watching what he have done, what the interest area, what the memory, what the whatever he have done for us. So this is how we will want to continue it. And the second is that, my friend, we miss you, and every time we have this quiz, it brings more emotions out of us, and bring a lot of memories back. And we want to have this quiz till continue, I don't know, till infinite times. So so I don't know till when we can continue it, but yeah, we will make it more regular and more regular thing, and we'll bring some events which I have discussed with Uncle, that we will try to do some mid-year things as well, not as a quiz, but we'll bring some events that we can do in mid-year as well, to keep his memory more in the remembrance what we can do more. So and just want to thank all the participants who are here, and I'll wish you all the best. We will be seeing the results later, but I would like to just say all the best everyone, and will just want to say thank you everyone once again. So thank you. Disha, over to you.
Thank you so much sir, for the invaluable words. Now, moving ahead, I would like to request Dr. Rajiv, sir, Professor in charge
Disha, your voice is not breaking again. It's not clear.
Sir, I'm audible.
I think better.
Sir, now I'm audible.
It's better, but it's breaking in between.
Okay. Okay.
Can you switch off the video and then try speaking, because I think maybe it's an internet issue.
Okay. Sir,
Now
now.
try. Oh
now-
yeah, it's good. It's
Okay.
awesome. Yeah, amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for your invaluable words. Now, moving ahead, I would like to request Dr. Rajiv Bhushan, sir, Professor in charge, Alumni Relations, Division since 4th July 2023, to say few words. Sir, please unmute your mic.
Respected Director, sir, esteemed Admiral Verma Sahab, respected Captain Mohanty, Sunit's father, Vaibhav, and ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you. This is indeed a very moving moment for me, as I had taught Sumit and knew him personally. You know, I'm associated with a club here which I have founded, Soft Skills Club. And many times I tried that Sunit should join this club. And he almost did, but he was so much preoccupied with quizzing and the activities related to it that he couldn't make it to my club finally. But I remember him as a very bright and meritorious student. Probably he was in metallurgy. And it was a tragic loss for me also when the mishap happened. However, he has made supreme sacrifice in the line of duty, and we are all extremely proud of him. But at the same time, I'm happy to be associated with this event, which will keep his cherished memory in our heart forever. Thank you. I have a piece of information. The director Sahab informed me that he has got some urgent preoccupation, and so he has left. But his best wishes are with this event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to request Rear Admiral Anil Kumar Verma, sir, as our Chief of Guest and our guest of honor for Monty Quiz 5.0 to enlighten us with his words. Sir is an esteemed alumnus of the NIT Jamshedpur, batch of 1972 to 76, and stood out as one of the most extraordinary individuals to have served in the Indian Navy. Through the stormy seas and enchanted waters, his service in the Navy has exemplified the courage, dedication, and unwavering commitment. Sir was awarded the prestigious Vishisht Seva Medal by the President of India for his service. I request Sir to please unmute his mic and enlighten us with his words. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Disha, for very generous introduction and kind words. I can only say that if I achieved a little bit in my career in armed forces, Navy, it was all due to the grooming that I got in NIT Jamshedpur in my very, very early days. The tradition has continued. The NIT Jamshedpur over the last 60 odd years has groomed great individuals. One such individual we are celebrating today. So thank you very much, Disha, for your kind words. And thank you for inviting me for this event. This is now third year in a row. I'm really delighted to be present again. And any event in NIT Jamshedpur, in any case, is a special for me. Dean Professor Rajiv Bhushan is there. He is aware about my love for the college. And when the invite came again, I was so thrilled. And thank you very much, not just to the organizers, but to the college, Director Sir, who is not present here, and especially Professor Rajiv Bhushan, who is there. So thank you very much for inviting me for this event. Talking about Sunit, I saw the video. I also heard his father, his friends, also his teacher, Professor Rajiv Bhushan. I would say he was, in true sense, what we call in the military, an officer and a gentleman. We always were told and groomed in the services that you have to be not just an officer, but also a gentleman. And that is one quality which I notice is very unique from the video. Many of the speakers brought out how good he was at heart, how caring he was for his team, his people around him, and how nice and gentle he was. So that is something which really comes out from the personality of Sunit. And that's what is, I think, the ultimate aim for every individual, not just in armed forces. Although you are listening to me also, I would like to convey to you, not just be a good professional, but always be a good human being and a gentleman, as we say in the armed forces. Sunit, of course, is a very unique individual. After engineering, most of the people who join armed forces, they join in the technical branch, as I did myself. From the NIT, I went to Navy and became a technical officer. I was also in the aviation, naval aviation, but I used to maintain the aircraft. I was not flying. But he became a pilot, which is actually a different stream altogether. So that speaks of the passion that he had in life. He was not in one direction. That's what it indicates. After learning the engineering, he wanted to pursue his passion of flying. So he became a pilot. And of course, as it's been brought out, he did the supreme sacrifice in the best traditions of armed forces, in the call of the nation. And the country is really grateful to him for his contributions. I think the government and the armed forces have recognized his contributions as well. But most importantly, the way he is being spoken about by the friends, I think, and his family. I was so touched by the sentiments that was expressed by his younger sister. That indicates and that tells us what a personality Sunit was. His father brought out his career profile. So wherever you are, Sunit, we all remember you. You will remain in our heart. Your passion for quizzing is being carried forward, as you can see. Just on the personal note, I was also a quizzer when I was in NIT Jamshedpur. And I really find myself to be honored that I'm in the same league as Sunit, because I also represented NIT Jamshedpur in the quizzing in the years 74, 75, 76. And those days, the quizzing or the quiz competition was not at the scale that the NIT is now organizing. It used to be local. We used to have XLRI as the strongest team. But I have the great pride in saying that in those 3 years when I represented NIT Jamshedpur, we beat XLRI and we were the champ in Jamshedpur. So, Sunit, we are carrying forward your legacy of quizzing. Your good friends, very close friends, are making best efforts to take it forward. Your family is taking it forward. And I would like to convey my Shraddhanjali, my remembrance to Sunit and his family on this occasion. Finally, coming to the quiz, I'm really, really impressed the way the NIT Jamshedpur has put in the efforts. This year, they have 1,500 registrations. And last year, I had mentioned that the quizzing in NIT or hosted by NIT is now national. But I noticed that this year it has become international. We got a Korean team, I think, participating in the final 9. There may be Indians representing a Korea university, but practically they are from Korea. So the quizzing has now become international. My compliments to the entire team of Disha, Avantika, Tarun, and all those who are involved in this under the able guidance of Professor Rajiv Bhushan. Really, you people are doing a great job in this, and I'm sure in the years to come it will grow even further. The participants who are there today in this event, the 9 teams and those who participated earlier, I would like to mention 2 things to you. One, actually, what is the importance of quizzing? One can also ask that question. Well, if you see, quizzing is all about knowledge. And for the growth of any country, knowledge is the most important thing. I always say that, there's a word we use in military parlance, and that is called gross national power. We talk about GDP, but there is another terminology called GNP, and that is called gross national power. The gross national power of any country comes because of 3 things. One, the knowledge, and the quizzing is linked to that, which brings technology, which brings R&D, which brings newer areas, not just in engineering. I mean, I see one team from AIMS is also there. So the medicine, India today is the pharmacy of the world. The patients from Africa, Arabian countries, and many other foreign countries do come to India for the treatment. That is because the medical science is improving a lot in our country. So knowledge is the most important aspect that is that any country has to garner. The knowledge leads to economic strength, and once you become economically strong, you create a strong military. So the combination of technology, economy, and military, that is what gives the gross national power to the country. And to that end, I think quizzing is a very, very important aspect of developing the knowledge bank and technology in the country. So I wish you all the very best on this occasion. And the second thing which I mentioned is I want to wish all of you, firstly, the very best in this final round. May the best team win. You are actually already a winner. Once you have reached the final, you all are a winner. But somebody has to come first, second, or third. But may the best team win. And not just in this quiz. Secondly, I would like to mention that may you all grow, may you all become great technocrats, great inventors, great strength to the nation, bring the financial power to the country, and make the country strong. So wish you all the very best. God bless. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for your exceptional words. Now moving ahead. As we all know, a quiz is always incomplete without its quiz master. So, to introduce the quiz master for today's evening, I would like to invite Tarun. So, Tarun, it's over to you.
Thank you, Disha. So, as you all know, Monty quiz, this is in remembrance of Captain Sunit Mohanty. And who can be a better quiz master for this occasion other than Major Chandrakant Nair, one of the most revered quiz masters across India, and personally one of my inspirations because of whom I have started quizzing. So over to you, Major, for the proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tarun, for your kind words. Respected Rear Admiral A.K. Verma, respected Director NIT Jamshedpur, Group Captain Surendra Mohanty, father of the late Flight Lieutenant Sunit Mohanty, Mr. Vaibhav Gupta, with whom I've had a great deal of interaction over the last 4-5 years, the entire QNIT family, and the faculty coordinators who've done such a wonderful job of putting this quiz together. And last but not the least, all the participants who've taken part in the 2 rounds and made it this far. Thank you so very much for letting me be a part of yet another Monty quiz. I look forward to a great event, and I hope you have fun, and I hope this will serve to be a great tribute to the memory of the late Flight Lieutenant Sunit Mohanty and his quizzing prowess. Thank you so very much, and I guess we can get started with the quiz right away. I'll request all the participants to kindly switch on your videos. Kindly come on video. We'll do a quick roll call. Team 1, are you here?
Yeah, we're all here, Major.
Team 2? Team 2, are you guys here? Team 2 awaited. Team 3?
Yes, we're here.
Great. Team 4?
Yes, we are here, Major.
Perfect. Team 5?
Yes, we're here.
Team 6?
Yes, sir.
Team 6?
Yeah, we are here.
All right.
Yeah, we are
Team
here.
7?
Yeah, we're
Perfect. Team 8?
Yes, we are all here.
Great. Team 9?
We are here.
All right, perfect. So I see all WhatsApp groups have also been created, so we can get started with the quiz right away. I'll share my screen and take it from there. Tarun, if you could kindly make me a co-host.
Sure, Major. Just a second.
We'll request all participants to kindly have your hands on the screen at all points in time. There are proctors to ensure hands are on the screen at all points in time. Kindly get on a voice call with your team members and discuss it over the phone, all the questions. And when it is time to enter your answers, if it is via pounds or written down, then one team member can do the info on WhatsApp. But otherwise, we need all hands on the screen.
Excuse me, sir. I think one of our team members has not been let in.
Which team is this?
Team 9.
All right. Are they in the waiting room?
Yes.
All right. Tarun, if you could just look into this.
Yes, yeah, I've let them in. Yeah, we are good to go.
Great.
Everybody
Thanks.
has joined in.
Major, should we
Yeah.
announce the pounds on voice before messaging on WhatsApp?
That would be ideal.
Okay.
So I'll explain the rules when we come to those rounds. Tarun, we have the scorer ready, right?
Yeah, Major. We have the scorers ready.
And we'll request all the teams to kindly keep track of your own scores as well. In case of any scoring dispute, you have those WhatsApp groups. So kindly update your scores on the group so that all of us can see them live. So once again, welcome to the finale of the 5th edition of the Monty quiz. Great work by the entire contingent in NIT Jamshedpur putting this quiz together and getting over 1,500 teams to take part. And congrats to our top 9 finalists who made it to the finals. This is the format for the finals. It'll take roughly 2 hours to get through this quiz. Written round 3 questions, clockwise 10, written round 3, anti-clockwise 10. All right. Are we good to go, all teams? All right. Perfect. Round number 1 coming up. 3 questions, 10 points for every correct answer. This is a written round, which means discuss the answers with your teammates and enter them in one go on the WhatsApp group once the round is done. So this, as we've seen in previous years, this is a round dedicated to the late Flight Lieutenant Sunit Monty. This entire round is based on his interests, stuff he liked, films he liked, books he read, music he loved listening to, and all of that. Many thanks to Mr. Vaibhav Gupta for giving me all the input needed for this particular round. He knows Sunit inside out, and he was very kind to share a lot of things about Sunit for this round. Thank you so very much. Here comes question number 1. In a 2019 interview, they explained the genesis of a tradition that they followed for their best known project. So they considered puns a waste of time and instead wanted to go with a simpler option. So this is the logic that they used. When viewers discuss stuff with their friends, they would never use actual titles. It's not titles, and would instead say something along the lines of, "Did you watch blank blank?" with the insert relevant plot point here. What tradition are we talking about? So what you see here is the genesis of what tradition. I need you to give me what those blanks are and then a proper noun along with it. Very helpful image coming up. These are the 2 people. It's not a one-word answer. I need a brief explanation. What tradition are we talking about? If you look carefully at the question, the answer might be in there somewhere actually. At least the concept behind this round should be there. Behind this question, my bad.
Major, sorry to interrupt. So should we, type in the answers as
Not
the
now.
questions
Once
are
all
being...
3 questions are done, you can send in all 3 answers in one go.
All right, got it. Thank you.
Easier to keep track that way. Question number 2. Mount Greylock is the highest natural point in the state of Massachusetts and was designated its first state park in 1898. In 1850, someone moved to a house named Arrowhead in Pittsfield in Massachusetts. This person set up his desk in the first floor study so that he could look out from the north-facing window, which perfectly framed the summit of Mount Greylock. Gazing at the snow-covered peak on a sunny day, he was struck by how much the horizontal apex looked like a dash rising in the distance. What did this person do inspired by this? Look at the timeline. 1850 timeline is very helpful. Mid 19th century. Look at the fact that he's looking at a huge geographical structure and it appears totally white to him. So it's snow-covered peak and sun is shining on it. So it would look totally white to him, and he's having this experience in the late 1840s. What did this person do as a result? So this is the view he had. The thing you see in the distance is Mount Greylock. So this entire thing would look to him like a huge structure and white in color, happening in the mid 19th century, late 1840s. What did this person do inspired by this? Both blanks are of equal length. Look at the timeline, late 1840s. It looked entirely white to him, a huge thing, white in color. Okay, and question number 3. In the 1990s, the NFL team based out of Minneapolis adopted a 1970 song as their entrance music. Now, when they picked this song, the choice was seen to be very apt because of 2 main reasons. One, the team name, absolutely fitting in with the team name. And secondly, the song had a couple of lines, which again nicely fit in with the general climate prevalent in the region. What song is this? Your answer should contain the name of the team and the song. So your answer should say, it should be in the format of the Indian cricket team using Chak De India as the entrance music. So that's how you should put in your answer. Again, if you have the right team, immediately that should give you the song. Extremely famous song, which has been used in pop culture so many different times.
Major, if we know the team, how do we get to the song?
Yeah, if you have the right team, what song could it possibly be that big a hit from 1970? Fits in with the team name as well as the general. So Minneapolis, the general area is pretty cold. Okay, let's quickly run through all 3 questions again. Number 1, what tradition? Brief explanation needed. 1 team member can start typing in the answers at this point. And all teams, whenever you put in an answer, kindly tag me on the group so that I know the answer is in. Number 2, what did this person do inspired by the look of this huge structure, totally white in color, mid 19th century? And number 3, name the team and the song. What very apt song did they pick? Wait for the pounces. We'll give you 30 seconds for the answers and then move on. I'll repeat, once your answers are in, kindly tag me so that I can readily know that you've done the needful. Team 1 in, team 2 in, team 8 in. So far, I have 3 entries.
So team 9 in.
Yeah. 1, 8, and 9. I got them.
Okay. Okay.
I'll give you 10 seconds more. All teams. Team 4 in. 1, 4, 9, and 8. 3 also in. 5 in. 7 in. Just one team left. All right. All 9 teams have sent in their answers. Answers coming up. If we have audience watching, you can attempt it by muting yourselves. Number 1, anyone?
Names of Friends episodes.
Perfect answer. This is the format for Friends episode title. So this is why David Kaufman and Martha Crane came up with the tradition of having them in the format, the one with the, because that's how viewers would discuss. They wouldn't readily remember the titles and they would discuss, have you watched the one with whatever plot point? And Friends was Sunit's favorite TV series. So that's why the question is here. Number 2.
Melville wrote Moby Dick.
Brilliant answer. This is why Herman Melville wrote Moby Dick. Again, one of Sunit's favorite books. And number 3.
Riders on the Storm.
Good guess, but no. Team, anyone?
Minneapolis Vikings.
Immigrant Song and Vikings.
Perfect answer. This is the Minnesota Vikings who picked Immigrant Song by Led Zepp as their entrance music. And once again, Sunit was a big fan of Led Zepp. So 3 questions paying tribute to his interests. Let's see the scores. Team 1 on 30. Great work. 30 on 30 to Team 1. Team 2, 20. Team 3, 30. Team 4, 10. Team 5, 15. Team 6, 15. Team 7, 10. Team 8, 10. And Team 9, 25. Can the scorer please confirm if all the scores have been noted down?
Major, what was team 6 on? Can you please repeat?
Yeah, 1 sec. I'll tell you. Team 6 is on 15.
Yeah, Major, we have updated the scores.
Perfect. Thank you. The next round coming up, which is clockwise, 10 questions on the bounce plus 10, on the pounds plus 10 minus 5. On the pounds, if there are multiple paths, you need to give me all the paths. And if a question goes unanswered, the next team gets the next attempt. Once again, all hands on the screen. When it's time to pounce, one team member can take your phone and send in the answer. Question number 1 to team number 1. Blank, blank, blank is a corporate sustainability services initiative from Tata Steel. The project involves setting up a residential school for the poor children of the Jharkhand region. At these institutions, the destitute children are taken in and educated for a year and a half to prepare them for regular schools. It has 4 schools already, and the 5th one opened recently in Jamshedpur. So starting off with a local question. The initiative was named after something in 2006 to point out the fun nature at these establishments. What is the project called?
Major team 6. Major
team 6.
Okay, team 6.
Major
bouncing.
team 3 bouncing.
3 and 6.
Team 1 will bounce.
1. 1 do not need to bounce, it's 1's direct.
Sorry, team 2.
Okay.
Team 7 bounces, sir.
Okay.
So team 9 will bounce.
Okay. Last call for pounds. Okay, I'm closing the pounds with the 5 teams that have so far confirmed their guesses. I have team 3's entry in, team 2 in, team 6 in, team 7 in. All right, so I'm closing the pounds here. I got 4 bounces so far. Not taking anything after this. Team 1, unmute and give the answer, please. Team 1, this is your direct.
Major, we'll say Pursuit of Happiness.
Nice try, but I don't think that will fit in the blanks. Team 2 has bounced. Team 3 has bounced. Team 4.
Hello, Jharkhand.
Nice try, but no. Team 5, you're direct.
Learn in airlines, I don't know.
Nice way to force fit an answer, but no. Team 6 bounced. Team 7 bounced. Team 8.
We're gonna pass.
Team 9.
Pass.
All right. So question goes to the audience, goes unanswered on the bounce. Anyone in the audience want to take a shot? Any of the Q-Night members, if you want to take a shot. It says schools and fun. Therefore, fun plus schools, 2006 would be a film. Masti Ki Pathshala is absolutely right. So this was the title they gave to the initiative, Masti Ki Pathshala, after Lose Control, the song from Rang De Basanti. So on the pounce, team 3 gets 10. Team 2 gets 10. Team 6 gets 10. Team 7 gets 10. And those are the plus 10s on this question. Question 2 to team number 2. Olga Tellers versus Bombay Municipal Corporation was a 1985 case in the Supreme Court of India. It originated as a writ petition by a group of people in the city who were fighting against a BMC order that called for their eviction during monsoon months. In its concluding remarks, the court observed that resettlement should be a priority, but did not lay down concrete guidelines about how to go about this. The principles in this case have been affirmed in later decisions leading to large-scale evictions without resettlement. One of these is a case from 1994, which represented roughly 2.5 lakh petitioners fighting eviction along a mostly linear stretch of a few hundred kilometers. Which group of people who came back into popular consciousness during a 2002 case was the case fought on behalf of Part 1? And you would know who those people are if you know the 2002 case. They were at the receiving end. Part 2, who are these 2.5 lakh petitioners involved in the 1994 case? Look at the fact that they were all evicted from mostly a linear stretch of a few hundred kilometers. If it helps, the last line of the first paragraph says concrete guidelines. Maybe I can put a pun intended after the word concrete, maybe. Look at the fact that eviction during monsoon months, the BMC did not want to take on this headache. So they asked for their eviction.
Major, so are both the contexts happening in Mumbai only, or?
No, the first context is happening in Mumbai, but it's the people in question are not a group of people you'll find only in Bombay. You'll find them all across the world. Okay, that's part 1. And part 2 is, it's definitely not Mumbai, but I would say it is, let's say, not too far away. It's within the stretch of about a few hundred kilometers. If you go in one particular direction, it's maybe a couple of 100 kilometers from Bombay. That linear stretch is not too far away from Bombay. As in, it is not in an entirely opposite side of the country. It's close to Bombay only, that stretch. Okay, I don't see anyone taking a pounce. Okay, closing the pounce, team 2, you're direct. Monsoon months, eviction, they came back into limelight thanks to being at the receiving end during a 2002 high-profile case involving a high-profile person on the other side. Like I said, concrete followed by pun intended may be helpful. Extremely famous case. Both the cases dealing with eviction. The
Major,
second
is pounce still open?
Pounce is closed. It's open
Now,
on the bounce with team 2. Team 2, you can answer now.
Major, so for the first part, we'll say these are all coolies or fishermen. So coolie fishermen for the first part.
Okay, fishermen for part 1 and part 2.
The second part, we'll say this is some case regarding building the Konkan Railway.
All right, Fisherman and the Konkan Railway is what team 2 are trying. Team 3. I won't confirm if the answer is correct or wrong until I get the complete answer. Team 3.
So for the first thing, we'll say these people are like pavement dwellers. And
Okay.
for the second
what
part,
might be the 2002 case?
Salman Khan, the Gadi on the
Okay.
pavement dwellers.
All right. And what was the 1994?
94, which says the Sardar Sarovar Dam.
So who are the people being evicted?
The entire, tribals, etc. of the area around.
And what might that stretch possibly be?
The Narmada Bachao, Narmada
Perfect answer. That is the complete answer that we were looking for. Great answer there. So these are pavement and slum dwellers who were supposed to be evicted. The Bombay Municipal Corporation did not want them to be a headache during these months. So their eviction, and they came back into limelight thanks to the Salman Khan hit and run case. And this, of course, is the Narmada Bachao Andolans, fight for the tribals who are being evicted from the river's banks. Superb answer, team 3. You get the full 10. And the question moves to team number 4. There are many prop companies catering to one particular item required by Hollywood films. However, this got a company called Independent Studio Services into trouble with the Secret Service. Look at the fact that Secret Service were involved in 2001 for items they supplied for Russia or 2. The items they had manufactured were of authentic size, whereas federal law stipulate that reproduction should be 75% or smaller or 150% or larger than the size of real ones. If colors other than black and white are used, only partial copies be made, and negatives or plate must be destroyed after use. What are these items? What is the prop in question?
Team 7 bouncing.
All right. 1, 3, and 7.
Team 6 is also bouncing.
6 also. 1, 3,
Team 2 will bounce.
2. Simple one. Secret Services involved. They never want these things to be in authentic size, and they also want colors to be different, and the negatives should always be destroyed. What is this prop? So far, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, all 5 pounces in.
Sir, team 5 pounced.
Okay, I got your pounce, team 5. So closing the pounce. Team 5, next time onwards, kindly tag me once you pounce.
Okay.
Team 3, team 4, you're direct.
Banknotes.
Banknotes, as simple as that. These are fake currency notes that you require for films because they should not be reused. They should always be in a different size. Color should be different, and the negatives should also be different so that they can be used again for printing notes. 10 points to team 4. On the pounds, 10 to team 1, 10 to team 2, 10 to team 3, 10 to team 7, 10 to team 5, and 10 to team 6. Can you confirm if you got all the scores?
Yeah, Major.
Perfect. Question number 4 coming up. This will be direct to team number 5. Epigea repens is the state flower of Massachusetts. What, very appropriately, is its common name? As an additional hint, think of American history, and this is Massachusetts.
Team 1 is bouncing.
Team 1 is bouncing.
Team 2 will bounce.
Okay, this is Massachusetts, and we're looking for a very apt name for a flower. What could the name be? Think of American history and pick.
Team 9 is bouncing.
Okay. They could not have.
Major, this is team 5's direct, right? Our direct.
Once pounces close, this will be 5 direct.
Okay, okay.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4 pounces so far. Closing the pounds, team 5, you're direct.
Mayflower.
And why would you say that? Why Mayflower? Why is it apt?
Because Boston Tea Party.
Or is it that?
Go, you unmute and speak.
Yeah, unmute and speak, whoever had the answer.
Is this the signing of the document of independence?
But why Mayflower then?
Month of May?
No. I will wait for the complete answer before giving out points. Team 6.
After the SS Mayflower.
And what is SS Mayflower?
It was repurposed into the desk on which presidential desk. That was the ship on which the first year arrived.
That is what we were looking for. This is the first ship on which the pilgrims arrived in the US, specifically in Massachusetts, all the way from England. That is the correct explanation that we were looking for. 10 points to team number 6. We can only give 5 points to team number 5. All teams, the next time you have an answer, be prepared for probing questions. We'll require complete explanations, otherwise we're not going to give out points. 10 points team 6, 5 points team 5. On the pounds, 10 to team 1, 10 to team 2, 10 to team 8, and 10 to team 9. If you have a pounds or on the bounce also, if you think you have the right answer very quickly, just beware. You should be prepared for any probing questions, okay? I'm just going to say this once. Hope you get my point. Question to team number 7. John Pinto International is a company established by its namesake director in 1981 by Kala in Bombay. It deals in a task with taboo status across the globe, with each instance of their job taking anywhere between a few days to almost 1 month. They make use of compounds that are imported and are the only internationally trained professionals of their kind in India. They have lent their services to heads of state, business moguls, movie stars, and laymen. Mr. Pinto also has the distinction of being the only knighthood of its kind in the entire world, and was honored by Queen Elizabeth II in recognition of services after 2611. What could this job with taboo status across the world possibly be? Look at the fact that he was honored for his services during 2611.
Team 9 bouncing.
Okay.
Major, how specific of an answer you're looking for?
One keyword is all that we need. What job do they do? $2611.
Major, we want to pounds.
Yeah, what job do they do, or who are these people? What kind of professionals are they? Look at the fact that they make use of chemical compounds that are imported.
Major team
chemical compounds, their job.
Team 2 will bounce, Major.
Okay. Chemical compounds, taboo status, 2611.
Sir, we bounced. Team 9 has bounced.
Team 4 bouncing, Major.
Team 3 is also bounced.
Okay.
Sir, team 5 is also bounced.
Okay. Team 9, can I have both your hands on the screen, please? Team 9, Suyash, have both hands on the screen, please. I'll request proctors to just keep an eye on all participants and ensure that both hands are on the screen at all points in time. Okay, I'm closing the pounds with teams 3, 2, 1, 4, and 5.
And team 9 also bounced.
Yeah, got team 9's bounce as well. Question is with team number 7. Team 7, you're direct.
So Major, essentially they offer funeral services where they help reconstruct bodies which have been damaged or have to be buried in perfect format. So they offer in general funeral services to people who have died.
Superb answer. That is all that we were looking for. They embalm bodies. Specifically, they're undertakers, and he's the only undertaker in the entire world who has a knighthood, thanks to the service rendered to foreign nationals after their deaths during 2611 in Bombay. 10 points to team number 7 there. On the pounds, 10 to 1, 10 to 2, 10 to 3, 10 to 4, 10 to, sorry, minus 5 to team 5, and 10 to team 9. Question now to team number 8. The term Rhonda translates to something one can find in cities such as Delhi, Hyderabad, etc. One particular European city did not have a single Rhonda until the end of the 20th century. But in the 1990s, authorities felt the need to put some of these ronde in place. What does the term Rhonda translate to? I'm looking for a two-word term. Okay, two-word alliterative term. What resulted in this European city adopting a few of these in the 1990s? ID the city and tell me, why did the city put in place a few ronde in 1990s? I mean, ronde would be the wrong word. Again, from the map, maybe look at the kind of layout there. Which city could this possibly be? I'm sure all of you seen images of the city with this very nice looking layout. At the very bottom, you can see some text there within the blue, whatever that is, might help you with the city.
Major team 1 is bouncing.
Okay.
Team 7 bouncing.
Okay, 1 and 7.
Major, if we know the second part, how to get to the first part?
Work it out. Look at the first slide, first para. And look at that term itself. What could be the English equivalent of that term? What could be the English?
All right. Team 3 pouncing.
Okay, so I'm closing the pounce with 1, 3, and 7. Not accepting any pounces other than 1, 3, and 7. Like I said, for the first one, I need 2 words which are alliterative.
Major, can you show the image once?
Yes, I will.
Major team 7 is not bouncing.
Okay, team 7 not bouncing. So only taking 1 and 3's bounces. Team 3 still waiting for your bounce.
Major direct for?
This will be 8's direct once 3's bounces in.
We'll redact then.
Okay, 3 is also retracting. Team 8, you're direct.
Right. For the second part, we would say this is Barcelona 1992 Olympics.
Okay.
And for the first part, we would go with roundabouts.
Roundabouts. Question passes to team number 9.
Can you answer?
Okay, team 9, I'll have to pass you if you don't have a guess. Passing
Yes,
to team number 1.
We're guessing that.
I've already passed, sorry. Next time, kindly be quick. Team 1. Team 1 has already pounced. Team 2.
I was sorry. Sorry, I thought I was muted.
Team 2, you're direct now.
Yeah, we'll say it translates to roundabouts, and what like the city ended up building the F1 track that is in Barcelona.
Team 3.
So second part is of course the Barcelona 92 Olympics, and first part we'll go with क्या बोलना है? City squares.
City squares. Team 4.
Road roller and Barcelona 992.
Road roller and Barcelona. Team 5.
Like carts pulled by cattle and Barcelona 1992.
No. Team 6.
Okay, Major, we'll say Barcelona 1992 Olympic Games and ring roads, around the cities, the ring roads.
Ring road is the key bit that we are looking for. Superb answer there. All of you would remember ring roads, multiple ring roads in Delhi, inner ring road, outer ring road, and the third ring road as well. Hyderabad, again, a city with ring roads. So Barcelona did not have any ring roads until that point in time. But due to the expected congestion during the 1992 Summer Olympic Games, the city authorities put in place a number of ring roads to ease the congestion. Great answer there from team number 6, who get the full 10 on this. Who mentioned Barcelona first? Team 8 or 9?
Team 8.
Team 8 will get 5 points for Barcelona. And on the pounds, great pounds by team number 1, who get plus 10. 1 gets 10, 6 gets 10, 8 gets 5, and 7 gets the next direct.
Major did only team 1 pounds.
Only you pounced, yes. No one else did. Everyone else retracted. The literal meaning of this word, let's call it X, is little ball. And in this sense, it dates back to early 15th century French. By the 17th century, the French were using a variant, let's call it Y, of this word to refer to a small group of soldiers, because such a group in tight formation resembled a ball. Now, the usage of the term X in its current sense is in the world of sport, and that usage is from the late 19th century or early 20th century. What are the two words? They sound the same, more or less. Think of terms you would use for small groups of soldiers. Think of potential terms. and see if one of them have a resemblance to some sporting term, because again, it resembles to a group of, it refers to a group of people in that sport. And maybe the timeline is slightly helpful, late 19th century, early 20th century. Maybe the best known context in that sport is from that timeline, as in it started around then. But the easiest way getting to the answer, what could the military word possibly be? If it helps, in the world of, let's say, the army, Indian Army, this term refers to about 25 to 30 soldiers.
Sir, is it?
It's don't
Sir,
answer now. It's on the pounds.
No, we're not answering. Sir, are you looking for two different words?
I'm looking for two different words, yes. But if you get one word, you should get the other word, in my opinion.
Major, if we know X, how do we get to Y?
Think of a word that sounds the same, sounds similar.
Teammate bouncing.
Teammate, it's, I think it's sevens direct. So I'll close the pounds with team 8 then, since no one else is trying. Closing the pounds, team 7. Like I said, the term X is with regards to one particular sport, and the best known context started in the late 19th, early 20th century. Team 7, you're direct.
We say it's battery and batting.
Nice try, but no. Team 8 pounced. Team 9.
Sir, the word is
You're breaking up there, team 9.
One of the words is platoon.
Team 9, you're breaking up.
अरे बोल दो भाई तुमसे.
Sir, can you hear me now?
Sir, am I audible? Platoon.
Platoon.
One of the word is platoon.
X or Y.
We're going with
Team 9, you're not audible to me.
Why as
am I audible?
Yeah.
We're going with platoon.
Platoon for which one? X or Y?
I think for Y, we're going with platoon.
And X?
For X, we're going with petit ball.
Come again, please.
Platoon is Y. X is petit ball or something.
For X, we're going with petit ball.
Okay. Question is with team number 1.
Okay, Major, we'll say for X is let, as in tennis, and Y we'll say is platoon.
Okay. Team 2?
Yeah, Major, we'll say platoon is Y, and for X, you'll pass.
X, you will pass. Team 3?
Okay, so for Y we'll say platoon, and for X we'll say peloton.
Peloton is the word that we were looking for. Great answer there. Peloton is a group of cyclists in cycling. Specifically, the context I was talking about was Tour de France, which started in 1903. So Peloton and platoon share the same route. Both originally look like a little ball. A group of riders together look like a small ball, and a group of soldiers also were in a formation that looked like a small ball. 10 full points to team number 3 there. Team 9 gets 5 points for getting platoon. And on the pounds, unfortunately, we'll have to give team 8 the first next of the quiz. Team 8 will get a -5, but good try. And question now directed to team number 4.
Major.
Yeah.
Can you please repeat the scores? I missed.
Yes. Team 3 gets 10.
Cool.
Team 9 gets 5.
Hmm.
And team 8 gets a -5.
Thank you, Major.
Question now to team number 4. This Armenian American, inarguably the most prominent one of his kind in the world today, is a household name among the rich and elite. He has outlets all around the world. including one in the outskirts of Le Bourget Airport in Paris, which his clients can visit soon after landing in their private jets. The presence of these establishments in every place conceivable is referenced by him through a phrase that has been used for Sargon of Akkad and Charles V, among other people, but you would best associate it with one other entity in the 19th and 20th centuries. Who is this? What is the phrase that he makes use of to describe his own establishments in every place conceivable? So he's got establishments all across the globe. So he uses a particular phrase, famous historical phrase, to sort of describe them. This is the guy. And this is his outlet in Paris, at the Paris airport specifically.
Major, how do we hints for the phrase? Like, how do we get to it?
Look at the fact that he's sort of hinting at he's got establishments all across the globe. No matter where you're located, he's got an outlet there. So it's a phrase from the world of history, and a historical entity very famously used it in the 19th and 20th centuries to sort of hint at the fact that they had presence all across the globe. It's an FAQ in quizzes, the second part.
Major, whose direct is this?
This will be Force direct. Look at the fact that he's a household name among the rich and elite. Look at the fact that clients visit him in their own private jets. They land in their private jets, go to his establishments, purchase whatever they want, and then take the same private jet back. So only the rich and elite generally have access to him. Okay, no bounces.
Major, team 2.
Yeah, team 9, Arsh, can I have your hands on the screen, please? I'll repeat this once. If anyone's not showing their hands, proctors, kindly feel free to remove them from the call if someone's not showing the hands after this. Team 2, you're bouncing. Okay, got team 2's bounce, and question is with team number 4.
Major, the phrase is the sun never sets on the British Empire.
Okay, all right.
Somewhere on that line.
Okay.
And the person is Ralph Lauren.
Very nice try. Very nice try. I think he had something that looked like a Ralph Lauren shirt. Very nice, very good eyesight as well. But I'll have to pass you. Team 5.
The outlet we're thinking is the Marriott Hotel, and the phrase is the Great.
Okay.
But the person, we don't have a guess.
Team 6.
Okay, so for the phrase, we'll say the sun never sets on the British Empire, and this person will say Tommy Hilfiger.
Nice try again, not Tommy Hilfiger. Team 7.
Major, we'll also go with the phrase being sun never sets on the British Empire, and for the person we'll go with Hermes.
Nice try again, not him. Very good guesses so far. Team 8.
All right, so the phrase is again the sun never sets on the British Empire, and we'll go with Chetan.
We'll pass you to team number 9.
So the phrase, for the person, we'll go with Giorgio Armani, and for the phrase, we'll go with the sun never sets on the British Empire.
All right, team 1.
Major will guess Swarovski of I think the diamonds fame and the empire where the sun never sets.
Team 2 pounced. Team 3.
So for the phrase, we'll go with the sun never sets on the British Empire, and for the person, we'll go with Sotheby's.
Okay. It was Team 4's direct, I think, right? All right. So the question has run its course. 5 points to Team 4 for saying the sun never sets on the British Empire. That's absolutely right. This guy described his outlet as the sun never sets on my galleries. But who is this? All of you had very good guesses fitting it with the rich and elite angle, but none of you pursued one other angle. Team 2 kindly got the answer.
Larry Gagosian, the greatest art dealer right now.
Brilliant answer there. Full 10 points there to team number 2. This is Larry Gagosian, the #1 art dealer in the world. All these people come to buy paintings from. So this guy collects all famous paintings from across the world, owns repositories, specifically at airports across the world. People come buy paintings and go back. And this is the sun never sets on my galleries. 5 points to team number 4, 10 points to team number 2, and question direct to team number 5. 2 questions to go in this round. This is the trophy awarded to the winner of the Test match series between Australia and the West Indies, and was first awarded following the 1960-61 series between them. What is it named, or in other words, who is it named after? Part 1. Part 2, what is the thing on top of the trophy? A fitting tribute to the teams involved. And to figure out what it might be, look at the fact that the trophy came into being after the 60-61 series. The trophy came into being after the 60-61 series. And if it helps, for the second part, I'm looking for an alliterative answer. As in, the key element in your answer will be alliterative.
Major, by the item on top, you mean the ball, right?
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
But what is the significance of that ball? That's the question. It's not any random ball.
Major, you said something alliterative?
Yeah, the second part, when you answer it, you'll realize the key bit in the answer is alliterative. Look at the fact that this is test match between Australia and West Indies, and the trophy came into being after 60-61. Okay, I don't see anyone taking a shot. Question is with team number 5. Team 5, you're direct.
So we'll go with like the Walsh Bradman Trophy. I don't know. And
Okay, all right. And second part?
the item on top is the first time a follow-on was enforced, like with this ball, I don't know.
Okay, so the ball from the time the first follow-on was enforced. Just to clarify, when I read out the question, I said which person is it named after and not which persons. Okay, team 6.
Okay, so for the first part, क्या बोलना है? कौन सा बोलना है? Okay, so for the first part, we'll say Frank Worrell.
Frank Worrell.
And for the second part, it's the ball used in the first ever tight test match.
That is the full 10 points there. Superb answer there. Very nicely worked out. So this is the Frank Worrell Trophy, named after Frank Worrell, who was the first black man to captain the West Indies cricket team. And this was the ball used in the first tight test between Australia and the West Indies, which happened at the Gabba during the 1960-61 series. Great answer there from team number 6. The only ones to get points on this question. Full 10 to you. And the last question in this round, direct to team number 7. In 2021, their total length was claimed to be 500 kilometers, which, if true, would be half the length of the New York City subway system. Their building process has been happening for close to 2 decades. Likely built using basic equipment, they are reinforced using concrete, and this concrete is mostly diverted from the stock meant for civilian purposes. Now, they have proved to be slightly counterproductive in recent times because their presence has sort of increased the number of dead in whatever situation this is. What nicknamed Metro are we talking about? What is the reason for the higher tally with regards to the number of dead people in recent times? What is this or what are these and why the higher tally? Give me a brief explanation of the second part. If you know what these are, you should easily be able to figure out the second part.
Team 1 is bouncing, Major.
Team 1 is bouncing. Use the timeline here. It says recent times, slightly counterproductive.
Major team 3 bouncing.
1 and 3. The fact that its nickname Metro might be helpful. The fact that it is compared to the New York City subway might be helpful. Okay, we'll close the pounce with 1 and 3, not taking any other pounces, only 1 and 3.
Pouncing, team 4.
Just in time, I'll take 4's pounce at
team 2 team.
1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the only pounces we are taking. And question will be direct to team number 7 once the pounce is closed. All teams, the teams that are pouncing, I don't need a context for the second part. I need an explanation. Just the context won't do. Within that context, how is their presence contributing? Just add a brief explanation along with it. All the teams that are pouncing, just complete your answers. I mean, whoever. Yeah, I'll just mention.
Team 2 is improving.
Team 1, you don't need to improve. Team 2 needs to improve. Team 4 doesn't need to improve. Team 3 needs to improve. So 2 and 3 need to improve. That's it. Okay, we'll close the pounce and question is with team number 8.
Team 7. Maybe.
Sorry, my bad. Team 7.
Can we answer?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Right. So the thing which is being talked about is the the Gaza Strip tunnel system.
Okay.
Where and the thing about increasing the number of dead in recent times, it's because of the bombing. People are trapped inside and they are dying.
You're almost there. So I think I don't think there's too much to add, but we'll give you the full 10 points, team number 7. That's correct. So this is basically because the tunnels, when they collapse, there are buildings on top. So the tunnels beneath these buildings are giving way. So the entire building is collapsing. Even if the building might be able to sustain the bombing, the entire building is giving way because the tunnel beneath them have collapsed. So that is why the number of dead, the numbers are on the higher side. 10 points to team number 7 there. The Hamas tunnels beneath Gaza City. 10 points to team 7. And on the pounds, teams 1, 2, 3, 4 all get plus 10. That's the end of round 2. Quick look at the scores. Tarun, if you have them.
Just a minute, Major. Just compiling.
Yeah, sure. If you have it on an Excel sheet, I'll stop sharing and you can share your screen.
Privanshu, you can share your screen. I think there's a network issue on his side, so I will just tell you the points.
Yeah, sure. In that case, you can just read out the scores.
Okay, so if there is a problem, just interrupt, just
Yeah,
tell
teams,
me.
just verify if your scores are correct.
Team 1 on 80, team 2 on 80, team 3 on 90, team uh, team 4 on 45, team 5 on 25, team 6 on 65, team 7 on 50, team 8 on 20, and team 9 on 50.
All correct? Okay, so sharing my screen again. All right, the next written round coming up. The topic is 2023 so far. All three questions pertaining to events that have happened in 2023 may be straightforward or may not be straightforward. Like I mentioned in round one, keep your hands away from your phones, discuss with your teammates, send in all answers in one go at the end of the third question. Question number one. He plays as a defensive midfielder for Kerala Blasters. His finest moment on a football field would be scoring against Colombia during the 2017 FIFA Under-17 World Cup hosted in India, which was India's first ever goal in a FIFA World Cup tournament. But he generated controversy with the celebration after India's victory in the 2023 SAF Cup, where they defeated Kuwait in a penalty shootout to clinch their ninth title. Who is this? What did he do? As in, how did he celebrate? It was big news or it was controversial news when he celebrated in this manner. What was this controversy? Give a brief explanation for the second part. The guy in blue on the extreme right is the guy. He's from a state that's crazy about football, not from Kerala, but plays for Kerala Blasters. He is the scorer of the only goal ever scored by India in any FIFA World Cup tournament.
Sir, could you see the question again?
Yes.
Yeah, understood.
Second part, whatever his celebration was, again, it's a common manner in which people generally celebrate in the world of sports. But nice India connect there. Controversial. So where in India could he be from? And therefore, what could he have possibly done? That sort of generated controversy. Okay, question number 2. Finding Your Roots is a documentary TV series on PBS. 1 second. In each episode, celebrities are presented with a book of life with info which allows them to view their ancestral histories. In the premiere of its 9th season in Jan 2023, Ed Norton was shocked to be told he was the 12th great-grandson of someone from the 17th century. This person was the subject of a 1990s film partly based on Romeo and Juliet because its directors wanted it to feature two people of different backgrounds falling in love. Who is Ed Norton the descendant of? If it helps, the 1990s film is an animation film. Animation film, a love story. And the two people in love in the film are from extremely different backgrounds, as far apart as it can possibly be, the two backgrounds.
Major a real life personality.
Real life personality from the 17th century, animation film. And the two people in the film, or the two real life subjects in the film, they are from extremely different backgrounds. But the film was titled only after one of them. Again, think of famous 1990 animation biopics, 1990s, that is. Okay, and question number 3. In November 2020, Pierre Gasly of Scuderia AlphaTauri and Alex Albon of Aston Martin Red Bull took to driving their cars at a landmark to celebrate the long-awaited return of Formula One to this country. This promotional drive also was the first and only one of its kind in the history of the sport. The landmark where the drive happened also appears on the official program cover of the 2023 UEFA Champions League final. What distinction does the drive hold, or which landmark is this? If you know where the 2023 UEFA Champions League final happened, then think of how could the drive be possibly unique. All of us remember another Champions League final that happened here in the first decade of the 21st century, but one happened recently as well. Once you get the right city, what could it possibly be? It's a world famous landmark, and they're driving at that landmark. So if the question said driving at that landmark, what do you need to drive? To drive any vehicle, what do you need? Therefore, what sort of a landmark could this possibly be? The city in question with regards to football is generally considered a hellish place to go to. That's the general description most reports mention. Visiting teams face hell there. The general ambience in that city with regards to the reception accorded to the visitors. Okay, quickly running through all three questions again.
Major?
Yeah.
In the third question, when you said distinction, what do you need in that answer?
If you know the landmark,
excuse me, Major.
you know
In the second question, do you want both the...
Which question is this?
Excuse me, Major. In the second question, do you want both the people that Ed Norton is a descendant of, or do you want just one?
He's only a descendant of one person, right?
Okay.
As in, the question is, as the question speaks, who is the subject of that animation film? That is all that we need. Okay, let's name this person. What did he do?
Major spellings are fine.
Spellings are fine. Spellings are fine. Number two.
Just the first name would do.
For the first one, just
the first name would do.
Let's see what your answer is and then decide. Who is here the descendant of 1990s animation biopic? Who's the subject of the biopic? As simple as that. And number three, which landmark or what distinction does the drive hold? If you know where the final happened, you should be able to figure out what landmark, what sort of a landmark this is. Okay, let's take the answers now. One team member, all three answers in one go, and kindly tag me.
Major, can the audience answer if possible?
Yeah, once the answers are in, the audience can try.
Major, for the third question, you need the city and the landmark, or just the landmark?
No. I need just the landmark. No need for the city, just the landmark, or what sort of a drive was this? So far, I have answers from team 9, team 6, 5, 4, 1, and 7. 2, 3, and got 3. Got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think all 9 attempts are in. Yeah, all 9 attempts are in. Audience, your turn.
Yes.
Who wants to try this?
Jackson Singh, and he basically draped the Manipur flag around his waist or something, and that created a lot of controversy.
Almost there. I'll give it to you. So this is Jackson Singh, but yeah, we'll accept the spelling Jackson as well. Jackson Singh specifically draped the Meitei flag and not the Manipur flag. It's specifically the Meitei flag that he draped after the Manipur riots over the last few months. So any reference to a flag being draped gets you the remaining 5. Number 2. If no one from the audience has an answer, teams can try.
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas is correct. This is Pocahontas. Great answer there. And number 3.
The city is Istanbul.
Yes, this is the official program cover, and therefore
Traveling across the Bosphorus Bridge.
perfect answer. drive across the Bosphorus Bridge, the only Formula One drive on 2 different continents simultaneously. The Bosphorus Bridge spans Asia and Europe. So drive across continents, or if you've written Bosphorus Bridge, you get the other full tip. So points now. Team 1 will give you points for the first part as well. So 25 points to Team 1. Team 2 gets the full 30. Team 3 gets the full 30. Team 4 gets 10. Team 5 gets 15. Team 6 gets 30. Team 7, hard luck on the third one. Team 7 gets 20. Team 8 gets 10. And Team 9 gets 30. But Team 9, can you explain why you called Bosphorus Bridge the Martyrs Bridge and not the more popular name?
Yes, I can do that. Sir, it's
Just
because of the
curious, that's all.
July rising.
But I think all of us know it as the Bosphorus Bridge. Okay, fine.
Sir,
Okay.
it's because it is advertised as such on the F1 race, if I remember correctly.
Okay, fine. 30 points to Team 9. And we move on to the anti-clockwise round. Anti-clockwise, starting with team number 9. Before that, total scores at this point, if you have them. You can just read out the scores, no need to display.
Just a second, Major. Calculating it.
Yeah.
Okay, so team 1 on 105, team 2 on 110, 3 on 120, 4 on 55, 5 on 40, 6 on 95, 7 on 70, 8 on 30, and 9 on 80.
All right, so anti-clockwise, starting with team number 9. Nandan Purkayastha is an Indian artist who graduated from NIFT in 2009. His art is mostly inspired from Indian myth, and he has exhibited these across the country. Even though these were initially monochrome, he started using color in his works after a trip to Europe, where he found another inspiration for the style of his paintings. Take a look at the images that follow and take a guess as to what this inspiration might possibly be. I need a proper noun in your answer. Okay, I'll show you his initial style and I'll show you what the style became after that. This is how his paintings generally look initially. Okay, then he went on a trip to Europe and was influenced by certain things. I'm not looking for one singular answer. I'm looking for a group of things, but a proper noun needed in your answer. And this is how his paintings became. Who or what could have been the inspiration? When I say what, a person's name along with one more word should be there for the complete answer. Again, from the kind of paintings that you see here.
All these things have to do with one person only, right?
One person only, yeah.
Yeah.
Who could it possibly be from what you're seeing here? Who could it possibly be?
Team 6
Team 1 pouncing, Major.
Okay.
Major, Major, do you only need the person's name in the answer?
I need the person's name in the answer, yes.
Team 7 pouncing.
Okay.
Major, if we give you just the person's name, would it work?
Yeah, that would also work. If you know the person's name, it is...
All right, pouncing. Team 3 pouncing.
Yeah.
We also pounce team 4.
Okay. Just the person's name will do. I have pounces from 8, 1, 6, 2, 4, and 3, 7 as well. Okay, I'll team 5 as well. So I think most teams have pounced. We'll close the pounce here, and question is with team number 9. Team 9, you're dead.
Sir, the inspiration is Pablo Picasso's art.
As simple as that. So these are all Cubist paintings. He went to Europe and came across Pablo Picasso's paintings, which is why all his paintings were Cubist in nature after this. Plus 10 to team 9. Plus 10 to team 1. Plus 10 to team 2. Plus 10 to team 3. Plus 10 to team 4. Plus 10 to team 5. Plus 10 to team 6. Plus 10 to 7. And plus 10 to 8. So good job. All 9 teams get plus 10. And question now to team number 8. After being admitted as the 49th state of the US in 1959, Alaska embarked on many development and construction projects. One specific area targeted what this region near the town of Fairbanks that had a lot of mineral deposits, specifically of gold and antimony. In 1960, a company called Uton won a contract from the state to upgrade the major road here so that trucks could haul ore year-round to the nearest railroad. Construction crew were taken to daily to work on 3 K5 vehicles made by this company called International Harvester. But one such vehicle hauling these workers broke down and was left behind because it could not be repaired. It was, however, not fully devoid of any utility and proved handy for a few months in the early 1990s. How? What was this utility in the early 1990s? Look at the fact that this is happening in Canada in the early 1990s. Again, think of what sort of a vehicle might this possibly be. If it is got to transport many workers, what sort of a vehicle could this possibly be? And look at the fact that this is far away from the nearest railroad. This is in a look at the think of the kind of location that this might possibly be, where this broke down. It was left behind, but despite being left behind, it found a use in the early 1990s.
Major team 7 pouncing.
Okay.
Major team 2 will bounce.
Okay.
Major, is this something specific or like
something very specific? Okay. Yes, I need something very specific in the answer. I close pounds with 6, 7, and 2.
Good.
And question is with team number 8.
Is it team 2?
Yeah, I got team 6, 2, 8, and 7 pounces. Team 8, you don't need to pounce, it's your direct.
Is it the Fargo end scene?
Good that this was your direct. You have saved an egg there. You've saved an egg. Otherwise, you would have got a -5. Passes to team number 7, who also pounced. Team 6 has pounced. Team 5. But good try. Nice try with Fargo.
We'll go with like a food restaurant for workers or something.
No. Team 4.
It was a landmark for magnetic North Pole for some years. For some months.
Try again, but not any magnetic pole landmark. Team 3.
We'll say like the oil spill.
Nothing to do with an oil spill. 2 pounced. Team 1.
Major, we'll say this is the vehicle from Into the Wild that they used for the movie.
Brilliant answer there. Absolutely right. This is the bus in which Christopher McCandless lived in Into the Wild. If you watch Into the Wild or read Into the Wild, this is the bus in which he lived during his last days after straying into the wilderness and getting lost and all that. Great answer, team number 1. You get the full 10. Super pounds from team 7, who get plus 10. Super pounds from team 2, who get plus 10. Very nice guess from team 6, but unfortunately they'll get a -5 for that. Team 6 gets a -5. And team 8 will not take your pounds because it was your direct. So, and that's done. So +1 to team 10, +10 to team 1, and question now back to team number 9. Kanpur Central is one of 5 railway stations in India carrying the designation Central and is one of the busiest in the country in terms of frequency of trains. The station is served by 2 pedestrian paths running over the tracks. Now, I'm concerned about the pedestrian path over the tracks to the eastern side of the station. Now, this track is known by a nickname, and this nickname references, in a way, the eventual destination of the track, as in which major location the track leads to. And it is also the name of a much more famous structure. What is the name of the overpass that you see here? What could its name possibly be? It's on the eastern side of the station. It hints at the eventual destination. Okay. It hints at the eventual destination. But what is the name of this overpass?
Team 7 bounces.
Okay. What could it possibly be? It's a track to the, it's a overpass on the eastern side. Where could the track be leading to? It's leading eastwards from Kanpur. What could be the destination? Therefore,
Bouncing. Bouncing 3.
Yeah, team 3 and team 7. Anyone else? All right, I don't see anyone trying. So I'll close the pounds with teams 3 and 7. Team 9, you're direct. Keep in mind the fact that this overpasses to the eastern side of the station. Yeah.
Would it happen to be the Lucknow Bridge?
Nice try, but not the Lucknow Bridge. Team 8.
Is it the Varanasi Bridge?
Not the Varanasi Bridge. Team 7 pounced. Team 6.
We'll say Prayag Bridge.
Not Prayag Bridge either. Team 5.
Ayodhya Bridge.
Not Ayodhya Bridge. Team 4.
Allahabad.
Not Allahabad Bridge. Team 3. Team 3 pounced. Team 2.
We'll say this is called the Passage to India after E.M. Foster's Passage to India.
Not the Passage to India. Team 1.
We'll guess Purvanchal.
Not Purvanchal either. I said, when I read out the question, I said the eventual destination. So it has to be the destination far away and it's towards the east. All of you mentioned a lot of bridges, but none of you mentioned the most famous bridge towards the east.
Howrah Bridge.
Howrah Bridge is what would have fetched you points. It's called the Howrah Bridge because the line leads all the way to Howrah in Calcutta. And therefore it is called the Howrah Bridge, which is what teams 7 and 3 said on the pounds. Great pounces there from 7 and 3. Plus 10 to 3, plus 10 to 7. And question to team number 8. He wrote an essay in 1873 titled The Meridians and the Calendar about the change of day in the Pacific, as the word dateline only became popular in 1880 and the Greenwich Prime Meridian was adopted internationally only in 1884. For this essay, he cited an 1872 Nature article and Edgar Allan Poe's short story 3 Sundays in a Week, built around the same theme. Who could this possibly be? Look at the timeline. The fact that the essay came in 1873, and he's talking about how the day changes in the Pacific. Who could this possibly be?
Major team 1 is bouncing.
Okay. Look at the timeline, 1870s, talking about the change of the day in the Pacific.
Major, who's direct is
this will be team 8's direct once bounce is closed. Only team 1 trying so far.
Major, can we pounce?
Yes, you can. Pounce is open. I can think of why this person is an apt person to write this. 1870s change of the day.
So team 9's bouncing. Team 9's bouncing.
Okay.
Team 6 is also bouncing.
Okay. 1, 6, and 9 so far. Okay, so I'll close the pounds here. Questions for team number 8.
Is it Charles Darwin?
Nice try, which is what team 6 said, but it's not Charles Darwin. Team 7.
We'll say Jules Verne.
Brilliant answer there. This is Jules Verne. 1872 is when he wrote Around the World in 80 Days. And if you remember the plot of Around the World in 80 Days, this is how he completes the journey in 80 days. There's a change of 1 day if you travel eastwards. So that is how he manages to complete the journey within 80 days, that 1 day. Superb answer, Team 7. You get the full 10. On the pounds, Team 1 gets plus 10. Team 2 gets plus 10. Team 6, hard luck, will have to give you a minus 5. Team 9, I cannot give you points for that answer. It's not Phileas Fogg who wrote this. It is Jules Verne who wrote this. So can't give you points for this. But I will not give you negs. No negs for you, but no points either. And Team 7 got plus 10 on the bounce. And therefore, question now to team number 6. For 4 years, he was imprisoned along with his brother by the Turks after his father sent him as a tribute to Sultan Mehmed. His father had become a puppet leader of Wallachia for the Turks, and his sons were detained to ensure their father's continued loyalty. He too was meant to become a pawn, but resolved to fight his enemies. When he ascended to the throne in 1456, he used biological warfare as a counter. He sent subjects disguised as Turks, stricken with various infectious diseases, to live among the opposition armies. However, you would not remember him for this payback. You would remember him for another kind of payback. Something even forced Sultan Mehmed II's invading army to turn back and go back to Constantinople after encountering it along the Danube. So when Mehmed II was invading Wallachia, they saw this and they were so taken aback that they went all the way back. They did not go any further. Who is this? What form of payback? If you know where Wallachia is.
So team 9 is bouncing.
So team 9 is bouncing.
Okay.
Team 5 is also bouncing.
Okay. And again, simply think of the route taken by the Turks to invade Europe. Therefore, that might lead you towards to one specific part. And therefore,
Major, what sort of an answer are you looking for the second part? Like, do you need a proper
if you know who this is, what could the form of payback be?
Team 3 is bouncing.
Okay. If you know who this is, there's only one form of payback that
Team 2 is bouncing.
Okay.
Should I write for?
Okay, last call for pounds. So far,
Major team 1 is bouncing.
1, 2, 3, 5, and 9. And this will be 6's direct once pounds is closed. Only taking 1, 2, and 3. Got 2.
Major 5 edited the pounds.
Yeah, got 5 pounds already. Team 3, you were pouncing, right? Team 3, are you pouncing or not? Team 3, I'll repeat.
I got a message to show my hands on the screen, but I'm typing the answer for pounds.
No worries, no worries. Send in your answer. I'll wait for you. Okay, got all pounces. Question is with team number 6.
Yeah, so Major, this is Blade the Impaler, and he impaled the bodies of his enemies on the spike.
As simple as that. This is why Vlad is called the Impaler. He would impale his enemies on poles or sharp long rods. That is why he was called the Impaler. So gruesome that Sultan Mehmed II turned back all the way to Constantinople. Plus 10 to team 6. Plus 10 to team 1. Plus 10 to team 2. Plus 10 to team 3. Plus 10 to team 9. Plus 10 to team 5. And question direct to team 5. Before that, quick look at the scores. 5 questions to go in this year's edition of the Monty quiz. We'll quickly look at the scores and then move on with the remaining 5 questions.
One second, Major. Divyanshu will be sharing his screen.
Yeah.
This Major, as you can see, is the screen visible?
Yeah, it's visible. So with 5 questions to go, team 1 on 145, teams 2 and 3 both tied on 150, 4 on 65, 5 on 60, 6 on 105, 7 on 110, 8 on 40, and 9 on 100. 5 questions to go. Anyone's game?
Yes, Major. Anyone having any doubts, they can let me know.
No queries, I hope. We'll move on.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, if you could just unshare. Yeah, thanks. Okay, question number 6 will be directed to team number 5. Earlier this year, a lady named Sarah Greenwood explained in an interview with Architectural Digest about how she and her team had exhausted the global supply of one particular product. In an email, Lauren Proud, Vice President of Marketing for the company Roscoe, confirmed this was true. However, she added that there were other factors involved in the squeeze on this variant, that is, global supply chain problems during COVID-19, as well as extreme weather events which had affected materials used to create it. What was the reason for the shortage? When you mentioned the product,
team 1 is bouncing, Major.
Sir, team 9 is bouncing.
Okay.
Team 7 is bouncing.
Major, team 3 bouncing.
Yeah. Plenty of bounces already before I finish completing. So far I have 2, 1, 8, 3, 6.
Team 9 also counts, sir.
Okay. All right, I have bounces from 3, 9, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2. Okay, I'm guessing that's it. So closing the pounds, team 5, take it away.
Major, basalt tiles.
Louder, please.
Basalt tiles.
Not basalt tiles. Team 4.
Bathroom tiles.
Not bathroom tiles either. So this is team 5 who answered, right?
Yeah, they answered basalt.
Yeah. Oh, so team 4 answered bathroom tiles.
Yes.
Okay, no. Team 3 pounced, team 2 pounced, 1 pounced, 9 pounced, 8 pounced, 7 pounced, 6 pounced. Everyone else has pounced. Anyone on call if you want to take a shot?
This is the pink color and Barbie thing, no?
Pink paint for Barbie is absolutely right. So all the world's pink paint was supposedly used up by Barbie during the shooting of the film. So that's plus 10 to team 1, plus 10 to team 2, plus 10 to team 3, plus 10 to team 6, plus 10 to team 7, plus 10 to team 8, and plus 10 to team 9. Except teams 4 and 5, everyone gets plus 10. And this is question to team number 4 now. 4 questions to go. In the early 1980s, BEL was facing certain issues with an annual internal affair featuring its unions. They had been using something for its smooth conduct, as in the internal affairs smooth conduct, but couldn't quite figure out how to streamline the aesthetics. They approached these 2 professors at IIT Bombay for help in this regards. They went around India to understand the nuances of an affair of this nature, and this helped BEL sort out the issue. Later, this advice would help BEL on a much, much, much larger scale. What did these 2 professors at IIT Bombay do? Look at the fact that you're talking of the unions there and their annual internal affair, something that they would do on an annual basis. If the unions would do something.
Yeah, it's for us, right? Team 4.
Yeah, it's forced directives.
Team 6 is bouncing.
Okay.
Major, team 7 bouncing.
Okay.
Team 3 bouncing.
Okay.
Team 1 is bouncing.
Okay. Team 2 has already bounced. What
Team 9 is bouncing.
Annual internal affair be? And once you have it, what did these people do?
Major, team 7 bouncing.
Okay. Okay, so I got all bounces, I think. 9, 6, 1, 7, 3, 2. Team 8 is not bouncing, I guess. So we'll close the bounce here and take the answer from team number 4. Team 4, you're direct.
Voting machines, EVMs basically. So they've designed the EVMs.
Absolutely right. So these are the people who designed the modern electronic voting machine. It was required for the annual union elections. And later, BEL went on to manufacture all the voting machines needed for elections across the country, which is why this knowledge came in handy later. 10 points to team number 4. On the pounds, 10 to 1, 10 to 2, 10 to 3, 10 to 7, 10 to 6, 10 to 9, and that's it. Yeah. And question now, direct.
Major, who got a +10 on bounce?
On the bounce, team 4 got a +10.
Team 4. Cool. Thank you.
3 questions to go, direct to team number 3 now. In a 2000 book nominated for the Pulitzer Prize for biography or autobiography, this lady named Dava Sobel explains the book's subject's name to be the result of a custom in Tuscany. It was customary in Italy to give the firstborn son a Christian name based on the family name. And in this case, the family name was derived from a region in northern Israel. Part 1, whose name was she talking about? Contrary to popular belief, this person did not have any trouble from his most important foe for the initial 2/3 of his life, primarily because this enemy, whoever this enemy is, found him to be of great use. What was this utility? As in, why did this person not face? All of us would know the fact that he faced a lot of trouble from this enemy towards the end of his life. But in the beginning, there was no trouble at all. Why? What was his utility? How did this person help that foe? And to figure out the who, look at the fact that the family name comes from a region in northern Israel. And the first name of this person is derived from the family name, which means the first name and the family name sort of sound similar. They have a lot of shared letters.
Major, can you explain the second part, the second question? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, so this person, whoever he is, all of us know the fact that, so let's say he lived on for, say, 90 years. This person faced a lot of trouble from someone. Someone as in a person, entity, whatever it may be, in the last 30 years of his life. But in the first 60 years of his life, they were both on friendly terms because this entity that became an enemy later had a lot of use. As in, they sort of employed this person for a very important purpose. By virtue of what his profession or what kind of a professional this person was, this foe found him to be of great use. What was the utility, or how
do we narrow that down?
What could it possibly be? I mean, even if you don't
team 1 is
give a very specific answer, we'll try and give you points if you're reasonably close. Yeah, team 1 is bouncing, I guess. Team 1, did you say you're bouncing?
Yeah, Major, we said we're bouncing.
All right. Once you have the right person, you will know who the enemy is. And once you have the enemy, what could the utility be?
Team 9 is bouncing, Major.
Okay.
Team 5 is bouncing.
Okay.
Major, this is direct to?
This is direct to 3.
Major, in the second part, you need one certain thing did by him, or he did it for throughout the 2/3 of his life.
For the most part of his those, let's call it, say, 60 years. Let's say at least for about 30, 40 years, he did a certain job for this enemy. As in, just give me some info as to what kind of a job this was.
Major, team 7
pounds. All right.
Major, team 2 will pounce, but do let us know.
Yeah.
1, 2, 5, 6, and 9, and 7 as well. If you know who the person is, if you have the person, think of what kind of a professionalist he is, and how could that profession sort of come in handy in the affairs of that enemy.
Major, can we give you a better for the second part, or is it fine?
I'll tell you. Let's see.
So same for team 9. Do we need to improve?
Team 2, your answer is fine. Team 6, your answer is fine. I mean, I'm not saying if it's correct or wrong. It's either
Can we
wrong or
count?
right. Team 7's answer is fine. Team 9's answer is fine. 5's answer is fine. 1's answer is fine. Yeah, all answers are fine. No improvements needed anywhere. So I'll close the pounds and question is with team number 3. Team 3.
Okay, so we'll say that the person is Galileo Galilei,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like an astronomer for like the Pope or the Catholic Church, and basically what turned against him was his views of geocentricity versus heliocentricity. I think he used to help in sort of astronomy and the various calculations related to calendars, etc.
Perfect answer. Calendar is the keyword we were looking for. Superb answer. This is Galileo Galilei. So the book being Galileo's daughter. So he was the guy who would tell the church, because he's an astronomer, what day would be Easter, what day. So he's the guy in charge of the church calendar during those days. And he was the guy who told them on what days the holidays would fall. 10 points to team number 3. 10 points to team number 1. 10 points to team number 2. 10 points to team number 6. But that will be a -5 to team number 5. -5 to team number 7. And -5 to team number 9. 2 questions to go, direct to team number 2. When Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra was announced, you know when it was announced, it was pointed out that the first pan-Indian political initiative such a scale and nature happened around 4 decades earlier. Around 4 decades earlier from when Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra happened. The person who undertook it walked 4,300 kilometers from Kanyakumari to Rajghat in Delhi and collected rupees 7.5 lakhs in donations on the very first day itself. Now, the aims of the Yatra did not succeed thanks to an unforeseen event, but the individual would get what he wanted years later. Because this person took this long and arduous trip, the person was given a nickname. This nickname was the same as the title of a 1970s Hollywood film. Who was the first Indian to sort of take a pan-Indian political yatra? Part 1. Part 2, what nickname did this person get? Because he underwent or undertook this long and arduous trip. If it helps, the Hollywood film in question, the name is Alliterator. 2 words, Alliterator. Look at the fact that it's a very long journey. Very long journey that would tire him out. If it helps, a mid-1970s film. Mid-1970s film. And as the question says, the aims of the Yatra did not succeed thanks to an unforeseen event. So sometime 4 decades earlier from now, something unfortunate happened, because of the domino effect from that unfortunate event, this person's aims did not succeed. But later in that same decade, that is later in the 1980s, that person's aims succeeded. The aims did not succeed the first time out because of an unfortunate event and the domino effect from that unfortunate event. But later in the 1980s, this person would get what he wanted. Who is this? What is this person's nickname? Because of the fact that he undertook this long, arduous journey. Look at the fact that it is a very tiring journey. Think of...
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, you said something regarding the film title being alliterative.
Yeah, it's an alliterative Hollywood film from the mid-1970s.
Okay, and the nickname isn't the same as the name of the film?
It's the exact same as the title of the film.
Okay.
Think of what the aim of any Bharat Jodo Yatra is, and then who could this be? Who did not succeed initially, but succeeded towards the end of that decade. Okay, so no one's trying. Pounds closed. Team 2.
Major. Team 1 is pouncing.
Okay, closing pounds with team 1. Got team 1's bounce. Team 2, you're direct. Team 2?
We'll pass, Major.
Team 2 passing. Team 1 pounced. Team 9?
Sir, the personality is Chandrasekhar, the Prime Minister.
Okay.
And the nickname has something to do with him being called Turk. Can't give you the exact answer. Turk has.
I'll
It's
pass
there.
the question to team number 8.
Pass.
Team 8 passing. Team 7?
Major, the 6 for 6, right?
Team 7.
No, it's all.
Yeah, team 7 will take an answer now.
We'll guess Jayaprakash Narayan and Roadrunner.
Anamika, you sort of broke up there. If you could repeat that.
Yeah, we'll guess Jayaprakash Narayan and Roadrunner.
Jayaprakash Narayan, Roadrunner. Nice guess, but we'll have to pass you. Team 6.
Okay. First part we'll say Chandrasekhar, and second part we'll say Marathon Man.
That is the correct answer that we were looking for. Superb answer. Very nicely worked out, team number 6. So this is Chandrasekhar, who went on to become Prime Minister of India. He did not succeed initially because in 1984, when he did it, Indira Gandhi passed away. She was assassinated, and the domino effect from that sort of helped Congress win the elections, and he did not become Prime Minister. But later, he went on to become Prime Minister of India. And since this was a very long journey, this was compared to a marathon, and therefore Marathon Man. Superb answer, team number 6. 10 points to you. And 5 points on the bounce to team number 9. Team 9 gets 5. And what might turn out to be a really crucial pounce in this quiz. Team 1 pounced and got everything correct. Plus 10 to team 1. One question to go. Let's take a look at the scores before the last question.
Sure, Major.
All right. So with one question to go, we have team 1 in the lead now. They were trailing throughout the quiz. Now in the lead on 185. Teams 2 and 3 both on 180. 4 on 75. 5 on 55. 6 on 145. 7 on 125. 8 on 50. And 9 on 120. Last question. All 3 results still possible. Anyone can finish first, second, third. So let's see what happens. This will be
questions direct to who?
Team 6 answered. So this will be team 5's direct. Question to team number 5 once the bounce is closed. Here goes. The Japanese manga anime One Piece is notable for pirate ships being a part of its plot. Now, the pirate ship that you see here is the Wind Dash, used by Monkey D.
Team 1 is pouncing.
Team 1 pouncing before I even complete the question. The leader of the Revolutionary Army. What from the mid-20th century, very aptly, is the name of the pirate ship, or what is the name of the ship borrowed from? This is a pirate ship in One Piece. Keep in mind, it is the ship of a revolutionary army. Is the ship of a revolutionary army. Therefore, what from the mid-20th century is the name of the ship? Or what is the mid-20th century context? Team 1 pouncing in no time.
Major, team 2 will pounce just a second.
Team
Team
3
9's
bouncing, Major.
Team 9's bouncing.
Okay, team 2 and
The
team
Nikhil लिख दे.
Team 9 is bouncing.
Okay. If it small story. So earlier this week I was in Hyderabad for a quiz at BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. So when at the end of the prelim, somebody came up to me and asked me, Major, why don't you ask enough anime questions? So here goes.
Love that, Major. Thank you.
So pounces so far from 1 and 3. Anyone else? 1, 2, and 3 have pounced. Team 9 also indicated.
Nine has pounced. We are writing the answer.
Sure.
Major, do you want more from team 2?
No. We'll just wait for team 9's answer and then close it. Okay, got all pounces. Team 5, you're direct.
So this is Granma, the ship that Fidel Castro used to land in Cuba to start his revolution.
Brilliant answer there. Great answer to finish the quiz. So this is Granma, the ship or specifically yacht that was used by Fidel Castro and his comrades during the Cuban Revolution to land in Cuba in 1956 and overthrow the government in force there. Superb answer, team 5, ending on a high, plus 10 to team 5. And on the last question, team 9 gets plus 10. Team 3 gets plus 10. Team 2 gets plus 10. And very crucially, team 1 also gets plus 10. And with that, we are done with Monty Quiz 5.0. Let's take a look at the final scores and the final positions. All right, so great work there from team number 8. Did well, but finishing with 50 points. Next up, we have team 5. Superb answer to end the quiz with on 65. Thereafter, team 4 on 75. Very well done. Very close thereafter. Team 7, some great answers on 125. Team 9, again, superb answers, 130. Missing out on a podium, finishing 4th today are team number 6 on 145. But we have a tie for the 2nd and 3rd places. Teams 2 and 3 both tied on 190 from MIT and SRCC. But winning the quiz with 195 points and the champions of Monty Quiz 5.0, as Rear Admiral A.K. Verma pointed out, is the team from Korea. All Indians, one member in Korea, but the other two are also honored to be dubbed as honorary Koreans on 195. So great work, guys. And thank you so very much. Hope you enjoyed the quiz. Back to you, Tarun, for the final proceedings.
Well, Devanshu, can you share your screen once again?
Yeah, sure, I can.
So team 2 and 3 are tied for the 2nd position, right?
Yep.
Do you want to break the ties or do you want to have them as joint 2nd, 3rd place winners?
Yeah, Major, we'll just split the money.
Yeah, if that's possible. Sorry, like, do we have
Splitting
any
is fine with
tiebreakers?
us. Like, just clarifying.
Are you okay with that, Tarun?
No problems, Peja. If they are okay with that, I don't have any problems.
Perfect, then. Great.
Tarun, can I stop sharing the screen?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Once again, Vijay, will just start with the proceedings. Just a minute. Rishabh, we can go ahead with the proceedings.
Tarun, will we have a tiebreaker after this?
Sorry?
Will we be sharing the 2nd position for 2 teams, or will we have a tiebreaker?
Yeah, I mean, I think teams are fine with sharing the 2nd position.
Yes.
Yeah, we're fine with sharing.
If both teams are agreeing, then I don't think we need a tiebreaker. So like, let's go ahead with that.
Major, is that fine?
Yeah, absolutely fine with me as
well. Okay then. So thank you so much, Major, for such a brilliant set of questions. And I hope all the participants enjoyed a lot. And winning and losing is a part of game, but what I believe that everyone would have learned from this, a great experience for everyone. So a heartiest congratulations to all the winners. Now I would like to request our guest of honor, Rear Admiral Anil Kumar Verma sir, to please come up and share the experiences for today and declare the final results. Sir, please.
Thanks, Tarun. Of course, it's a little difficult task to be only on the listening mode for 2 long hours. But two reasons why I did not leave the quiz at all in these 2 hours. One is, as I mentioned, that during my NIT days, I used to be also a quizzer. So it's always good to be part of a quiz competition. And secondly, I found the questions very interesting. Even more interesting was the way people have been answering the very, very tough questions at times, which indicates that the standard of quizzing has been very high. And I congratulate all the teams who participated. If I look at the scorecard, I find at least 5 teams are very close to each other at the leaderboard between 125 and 185. So that indicates how tough it was. So as I said in the beginning, everybody is a winner. Do I get some details? Just 1 second. 1 second. Okay, so I got the results now. So give me just 1 second. Okay, so I'll go in the reverse order. The second runner-up of this fantastic Monty quiz 5.0 is SRCCP. Actually, there are 2 teams which are second, but I'll in no particular fashion, the runner-up, both second and first, I would say combined runner-up, SRCCP with 190 points and THR Engineering with 190 points. So they are the 2 runner-up teams. Heartiest congratulations to both of them. And the winner, as the quizmaster mentioned, I had mentioned about the international flavor of this competition this year. Though Indians, but the team from Korea, very interestingly called Polar Bears. And they are the winners with 195 points. Heartiest congratulations to all the 3 winners, as well as all the other 6 participants, and also the total 1,500 participants and the teams who had participated in this. So congratulations, all of you. God bless. And also a big compliment to the quiz master as well as the organizers of the event and my alma mater, NIT Jamshedpur. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would request S.N. Mohanty, sir, the father of late Sunit Mohanty, sir, to come forward and share his views. Before that, I would like to share some of the photos of the great service which sir has been doing since morning. And earlier in this event, he mentioned the way he's been contributing to people who are needing. So I would like to share some of the photos of him. Just a second, guys. Yeah, so yeah, I believe my screen is visible. So this was some of the pictures of today's social service which sir did of for the Sunit Mohanty Foundation, which help people, and we can see sir being here, and also food being offered to some needy people. So I would request S.N. Mohanty sir to come forward and share his views. Sir, please.
Thank you, Rishabh. Thank you once again for showing kindly these photographs of today's charity events that you have done. Apart from that, we have also done the charity event at as you showed ISKCON, old age home, and also in a blind school. That video, of course, I think there's some problem we could not project it. But this is not only for today. This has been an ongoing process. Every occasion, every birthday, and every Punyatithi of each, and other many occasions we hold these charity events at the schools and old age homes and other places. So thank you once again for showing that. And I must tell you at this moment that any number of charity events that we hold will be insufficient for our son, for our great son who achieved so much in such a short span of 28 years of life. And I'm running short of words to, of course, describe his achievements. And it will be my effort, my family's effort, to continue his legacy and continue with these charity events to keep him in our memory and make him immortal in the hearts of his friends and our families. And for you, for just for information, we have been also giving scholarships to deserving poor children for their higher studies through various institutions like schools, and also the Central Air Force Association, which is situated at Delhi, that is the race course, where the meritorious children of the class 4 civilians and NCs are being given the prize scholarships. Every year, 3 scholarships are there in the name of our son, that is Flight Captain Sunit Mohan scholarship. And also we are giving directly to the schools for the meritorious students to continue with their higher studies. This is also going on every year. In addition, in our society, we sponsor the prizes for the participants in the social events, and that is for the Republic Day event celebrations and for the Independence Day celebrations. And also we sponsor the prizes for a badminton championship, which is named again after our son, Flight Captain Sunit Mohanty Badminton Championship within our society. And in his memory, we have also opened a trust which has been registered last year, and we are doing a lot of all these charities through the trust. In fact, this Monty quiz also is being sponsored through this trust, which is called Flight Sunit Mohanty Foundation. So this will we want to continue with this legacy, and we want to continue with these efforts, and we wish that this Monty quiz continues forever. I'm sure dear Vaibhav, who is like a son, Sumedha, our daughter, and Dhruv, our son-in-law, will continue with this legacy, and with the help, of course, the NIT Jamshedpur. I wish that as long as we are here, we'll continue with this, and I wish that it becomes greater and greater with involvement of more participants, and we can also add like more events in between, like Baba mentioned. I must apologize before that that I couldn't mention the name of the our chief guest today. Apologies, Admiral Verma sir. Thank you, Rear Admiral A.K. Verma, Mrs. Seva Medal, for being the chief guest for this event. And this is the second consecutive year that you kindly agreed. And with your thorough knowledge and with your vast experience in the defense and aeronautical field, you have really been a source of inspiration for the participants and for all of us. We thank you once again, and we look forward to your continued support in the years to come.
Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you. I have just my compliments to Major Chandrakant Nair, for conducting such a high standard of quiz, which Admiral Verma has already mentioned. And finally, my heartiest congratulations to the winners of this team. That is the Admiral Verma mentioned already, and I wish them all the luck, all the best wishes in the future career and future endeavors. Thank you and Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your warm words. And NIT Jamshedpur is really grateful and proud to organize this Monty quiz. And we hope and we promise to come back stronger next year. So moving forward, I would now like to invite Vaibhav sir, a very close friend of Sunit Monty sir, to share his views about the event. So please.
Yeah, hi. So can you hear me? The voice is okay?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So thanks. I think the Sir, Admiral Sir, and Uncle have already covered, the the complete part. Just want to have feedback from the participant, how and maybe someone can unmute and can share his view or her view that how they like about this quiz or any feedback they want to share to improve, further. So I just want to know from the participant, how do they feel about this quiz? Anyone? Maybe winners, participants. I mean, all of the winners. But for second, did anyone want to share something?
Yeah, hi. Like it was overall a pretty great experience. I think it's been mostly a smooth online quiz for the most part. The good and the bad that comes with it. But yeah.
Okay. And what about the quiz standard? Like Major has said, of course, you are doing a lot of quizzing across, but
Major quizzes are always a joy to attend. I mean, regardless of the time, place, country, even in my case. So, yeah.
Great, awesome. And what about I mean, you have gone through that Sunit interest questions. I think there were 3 questions over that. So, how do you like, because you are the participant and you are seeing on the different view, the ground, you're the, audience, or, the one who don't know Sunit, but have you like gone through his questions, his interest area? So, how do you find him? If you remember the questions, I hope you all remember the questions.
Yeah, I think over the years, Major has done, like in the Monty quiz, he's done many of these rounds. I think the questions have always been pretty interesting. Like I remember watching the others on YouTube, of his like other interests and all. It's been, yeah, pretty good.
Awesome. So I think it speaks, and I am seeing people are laughing. I think they are on the call, so that's great. It's a joy to watch everyone, enjoying the quiz part. So thank you, Major. I think a special mention to you because this cannot be complete, or the quality, the standard you have set it from last 4 years. I think no one can do that. So this is like that we are inviting you again for Monty Quiz 6, Version 6. So already we are just booking your slots. I hope you have available slots for us for next year as well.
Thank you so very much, and I'm indebted to all your contributions that went into this quiz. I mean, it could not have come out the way it did without your contributions. I mean, the interactions we've had over WhatsApp over the last 1 month or so, whatever you shared proved in real handy and making this an ideal tribute to Sunit's memory. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Major. So, lastly, I want to thanks the organizing committee. Special mention to Rishabh, Tarun. Thanks. I think you have taken this role, like 1 month, 2 months back, and you done pretty amazing, guys. So I'm really happy, and I can see that energy and passion about to handle these kind of fun event. So would like to thank you both. Avantika and Sutesh, thanks for guiding them to make this quiz a success one. And would like to thank Disha as well. So congratulations, the winners. And Jai Hind. Thank you so much.
Can you hear Dr. Rajiv Bhushan for the final things for a kind few words for the contribution
sir?
given?
Rajiv sir, are you there? So I guess he's not in the meeting.
No problem. And okay, so like last year, we'll do the same procedure of distributing the prizes. Vaibhav will coordinate with your representatives, and we'll be happy to just go through your institution, that is LIT, and which will be given will be financed by the Flight Sunit Mohanty Foundation. Thank you once again, and thank you once again for this wonderful quiz. Thank you, Major Chandrakant Naya. Thank you, Tarun, Rishabh, Avantika, and Disha once again. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Vaibhav sir. Thank you, Mohanty sir, again. And we finally come to the end of this grand event. I would again thank everyone who was involved in this event, be it the members of Unite, Tarun, and all the proctors and the people who were involved in this. Great thanks to Major for setting such a brilliant set of questions and organizing it in such a great. Also, a very hearty thank you to our guest of honor, Admiral A.K. Verma sir, our director, NIT Jamshedpur, and Rajiv Bhushan sir. And I would also like thank all the audience who were cheering their teammates in the live chat, in the live stream. So I hope everyone enjoyed the quiz, and we promise to come better and stronger next year with Monty Quiz 6.0. So stay tuned, and that's all for today.